It's very interesting when you consider the fact that the defense did not bring in a medical expert to testify about POTS and the potential that Mackenzie suffered a POTS-related episode. They only brought in her mom to testify to the judge, which a defendant's mother's assertions are probably held very low on the scale of credibility, but it's interesting that they didn't bring in a medical expert. It makes you wonder whether A, it was such a bad defense. B, there's no medical expert that would be willing to testify in the way that the defense would consider helpful, and they would get eviscerated in the cross-examination by the prosecutors. Or C, the defense knew the judge would see through some medical expert bullshit testimony that it's gonna be dumb. The judge is gonna get peeved and it's not going to make any sense and it's just gonna cost a ton of money, or maybe all of the above. Also, I do think it's interesting that they didn't bring in an expert because we're still talking about it to this day because they left it open to interpret. They left it open as like a possibility. Now, had they brought in a medical expert and they got eviscerated during cross-examination, that would be completely ruled out. So instead of ruling it out, they've left it open. But then there's this whole argument where people are like, well, did Mackenzie not get a fair trial because her defense attorney was so incompetent they didn't even bring in a medical expert? So it's kind of, it's an argument that goes in circles.